This was like, yeah, use me, love me, pick me, choose me. That was what this was giving that day. Hello, welcome back to my channel. I'm Rodi. I live in Ghana and I'm currently studying to become a skin therapist. So today's video is all about fragrances that are very good to use in the hot weather. Nowadays our weather is getting a bit colder. Today the sun is not even out. We are already getting into the raining season, but it's West Africa. I know that coldness is not going to last for long. So these are fragrances that I've been wearing since like January up till now for the very hot weather. The weather has been so hot, and these are fragrances that I gravitate towards more in my collection. And some of them, they all depend on how I'm feeling, my mood, and what the weather is saying. So let's get into it. First one I'll talk about is this one from Hermes. It is their Un Jardin sur le Nil. It translates to a garden over the Nile. And this fragrance is such a fresh mango scent like fragrance. And mango is one of the notes in it, so it fits perfectly. But the kind of mango in this is not your typical ripe mango. It's the very fresh mango, the one that is like almost ripe, that one that when you are eating, there's a little bit of, sourness in this. It's not sweet. I mean, it's a bit sweet, but it's mostly sour. It's not like super sweet. It's not very ripe. That is the kind of mango in this fragrance, and that is the kind of smell it gives when the weather is super hot. I know those in US and other countries are going into summer very soon. This is one you should pick. I didn't even know Hermes make fragrances like this. And in this collection, the Un Jardin collection, they have so many range that I want to explore because I really like this one. I mean, look, I've had this for like roughly 3 months now. No, not even up to 3 months, like 2.5 months now, and see the dents. And also, once in a while, I like to spray this in my bedroom when I'm about to go and sleep. So when I'm going to shower, I will spray this and then go and shower and come back into my bedroom. I just have an amazing night, especially on those very hot nights. This is so good. When I'm going out somewhere or I'm home, I just like to spray this when I'm in the mood for it. Sometimes I wake up and I'm craving for this kind of mango, not so juicy, but at least very fresh scent. This is what I go for. So during the summer, those of you going into the summer, this is one that people will also give you compliments as well because it really projects. This project, one thing I will say is that it lasts on me for like 4 hours. Yeah, after that it dies down and becomes a skin scent. The next one I want to talk about is my baby. It's my heart. And it's the Chloe Nomade Eau de Parfum. They have many types of this, but this is my favorite. This is, I mean, you can see, just see how much is left. I can't wait to restock this. I have to get a new one very soon because I cannot not have this in my collection. This is your very, very fresh fragrance. Like, it's super fresh. If I don't know what to wear, if I don't know the fragrance to go for, and I'm sick of all the sweet fragrances, I get to a point where the fragrances that are quite sweet in my collection, I really am not a big fan of very sweet fragrances. And then I have some of them that are like a bit sweet, like they are well balanced with other notes that makes me tolerate the sweet fragrances, like the vanilla. I'm not a fan of straight up vanilla fragrances, but when they are mixed with spicy, amber, musk and all that, I can tolerate them. And this is nothing like that. This is your fresh, mossy, like a bit citrusy kind of fragrance. For the longest time, this was my favorite designer fragrance, like the best, because it's so different from most of the designer fragrances. Most designer fragrances, they all lean one way, but this is not. This is like very different, and I really, really love it. So if you are looking for something fresh, you don't have to think too much about something you want to wear. If you don't want to smell like perfume, I mean, it smells like perfume, but like in a very nice, pleasant way. And this is a fragrance that nobody is going to hate around you. And also, whenever I wear this, when people around me, they like it a lot. The last time my sister-in-law was like, my sister, when she came to visit me, she had this on and she went to my brother's place. When I also went back, she was like, this fragrance, my sister, when she came the last time, it was smelling all over the place. And when she left, they could still smell it, that she likes it. So everyone is going to like this. Honestly, I don't see anyone not liking Chloe Nomade. It's fresh, like I said, fresh, just a tiny citrusy that is very, very appropriate for daytime wear. I mean, you can wear it in the night too, but like, I personally wouldn't want to go for this at night. If I'm going somewhere, I would rather prefer to put this on the very, very hot days when I want to, feel presentable and feel good. Next one I'll talk about is from Prada, and it's Prada La Femme. I've heard a lot of people saying La Femme. It's La Femme, the woman in French. And this is one that, I mean, look at the dent. Look at the dent. And I got this in less than 2 months. So I've been wearing this for like 6 to 7 weeks. And I mean, the dent speaks for itself. I mean, at first, I wasn't really into it. I'm not going to like, when I first got it, I got it in Ghana here, and I was like, I want to return this because you can return it. I was like, I want to return this. But then I was like, you just hold on. You might like it, because from my experience with fragrances, you might not like a fragrance you first got, but then it grows on you and it becomes one of your favorite fragrances. So I was like, okay, let me just hold on. And that's what happened with this. Between this and Chloe Nomad, I don't know which one to choose as my number one designer fragrance. This is definitely going to be in my top 10 fragrances for life, seriously. And I also want to pick up a new bottle ASAP. I don't want it to finish before I get a new bottle. And I checked the site I got it on. I'll put it in the link below. When I checked this morning before filming, I realized they've increased the price because our exchange rate in Ghana here is going up. So I have to pick another one ASAP because I know the price will still go up more. This is your fresh, citrusy and a bit sweet fragrance. They are all equally proportioned in this fragrance, and they all make up this fragrance. It's so wholesome in that way that it's not too sweet, it's not too fresh, and it's not too citrusy. The last time I wore this to somewhere, and one of the guys was like, you smell amazing, what is that? And I'm like, oh, it's Prada La Femme. And then he was like, and then he quickly googled it, and he was like, is it this one? I said yes. And he was like, and I'm sure he's getting it for somebody because this smells amazing. And I felt so amazing too. And that day too, I was dressed in this, I wish I could have taken a picture. I wore this cute summer dress because the day was very hot that day. This cute summer dress, and I sprayed this on. I didn't even do any combination. I just sprayed this on because I wanted to feel feminine, but not to spray anything that would be too sweet, those very sweet. And no, I just wanted something quite fresh, a bit sweet, that would, bring out my femininity. If that's anyway, and I wore this, and it's really, and that one compliment I got from that guy, it sealed the deal.
I don't buy perfume for people's approval or validation or what do you call it, compliments, because some of you might be going, because some of you might think that's why, but
like, it just feels nice when someone compliments your fragrances, because they are not cheap. It has ylang ylang in it, which is a yellow floral notes that I'm liking a lot, because I realize any fragrance that has that note in it, I like a lot. It has bergamot as well. Bergamot is a citrus fruit, so that's what is giving it that kind of fresh citrusy note in it. And it has vanilla and beeswax in it, so that's where the sweetness is coming from. But it's not like too sweet, it's not too sweet, so they dialed it down back, which is how I like my vanilla to be. Don't be screaming at me, just be in the background, sweetening things up a little bit. And that is what they did. This is a 10/10 fragrance for me. If I want to do 10/10 fragrances, this is going to be part of it. And I've seen this a lot, people talking about this being appropriate for work. Yes, if you are looking for a work scent that's not going to be too loud, this is not too loud. But if you are in a close space with people, they can smell it. If you are in like an office or a cubicle or whatever with people, they can smell it, but it's not going to irritate them. It's not going to give anybody headache. Like I said, it's well balanced. The sweetness is like 1/3. The freshness is like 1/3. Is that how you calculate it? Like they are all equally proportioned in it. So that makes this amazing for workplace, for you are going for brunch with your friends or just with yourself. You are going to, anywhere you are during the daytime. I feel like this is so appropriate. And I feel like this is one you can use anytime. Like even when the weather is hot, it's cold, whatever is going on, any season, this goes. But during the hot weathers, this would really, really bang too. If you are trying to, add a little bit of feminine perfume into your routine, yeah, you go for this. One I'll talk about is Jo Malone Wood Sage and Sea Salts. I wanted to have this since last year when I tried the sample size, and I loved it. This is one of the most popular, if not the most popular fragrance from Jo Malone. And this smells like the name says. It smells very sea salty, if that's the word. Like this smells straight up like a salt. And I know salt doesn't have smell, but when you are at the sea, not the smelly sea type, some of, if you know, there are some beaches you go to, they just don't smell nice. But when you go to a clear, clean beach, when the water is, when the waves is carrying the water and it comes closer to you, the way it smells, that kind of freshness and that kind of saltiness, that is what you get from this. This is so good for if you are looking for a fragrance that has no sweetness at all. You just want something very fresh. And I feel like men would really like this too, because this has no sweetness. So it's not giving like a female kind of scent. It's just straight up fresh, salty fragrance. And there's a little bit of woody notes in it. And I realized I was gravitating towards this on days when it's super hot. Like one of those days, I remember clearly, the weather was just crazily hot. I took a shower in the morning, but still I was just feeling hot. And I'm like, I don't want to put any fragrance on today. I was just feeling so uncomfortable. And this was calling my name. I was like, okay, let me just put this on. And I really, really enjoyed it. And I was so happy I chose this one because it was so perfect for that weather. The weather was so humid, hot. And that was when this was like, yeah, use me. use me, love me, pick me, choose me. That was what this was giving that day, and it worked perfectly. So those of you who will be going to like the summer, or anyone who wants a perfume for the hottest weather, choose this. Okay, choose this. It's not going to nauseate anybody. There's no sweetness, like I said. It's just straight up, and this is a very luxurious sea salt smell. The next one is for when I'm going out and I want to smell sophisticated yet fresh and appropriate for the weather, which is wulong from Nishani. Oh my god, I mean, look at the dent. Look at the dent. Like, if I like something, you will see it from the dent. Even though I've had this, like, this year I've kind of dialed back on using this because it's expensive. This is one of those very expensive fragrances, and it's worth it. This is the most freshest citrusy fragrance in my life that I've smelled that lasts all day. And even though so many people hate the opening, my sisters, my friend, like when they came and they smelled it, they were very repulsive by it because it smells green. So this is not for everyone. I would not recommend just anybody to pick up this. It smells very green, like grass, but not like horrendous smell, like how some grasses can smell. But it just gives you that fresh grass note, and then it kind of develops into this citrusy. This is a very sophisticated fragrance, both for women and for men. If I smell this on a man, I'm following him to the house. I'm joking, but like if a man uses this fragrance, he knows what he's doing, seriously, because this is so amazing. And it says to be extrait de parfum, meaning it's even like stronger than eau de parfum. This is so amazing. Like, I know I'm saying so amazing because they actually are amazing. So I usually wear this when I want to feel like important. I mean, I know I'm important, but when I want to embody that, I want to embody excellence. I'm going somewhere and I just want to like kind of psych myself up that you are it, you are the this, you are the that, you cannot take my power, something like that. That is when I wear this. It's just so amazing when you are going to a meeting, like you are going into among people who you are going to networking events and all that. This is an amazing one. You are going to work, even if you are going to work, this would be very appropriate for workplace too. Very appropriate. If you wear this to work, people will think you are very rich. Just know that. If you are into very feminine, girly kind of fragrances, you like designer fragrances a lot, you are not going to like this. Okay, you are just not going to like this. I don't see you liking this. In fact, you might be repulsive about it, like my siblings were. That's one thing. So this is more for people who like niche fragrances that are like edgy, cool. They are not your typical kind of fragrances. They are the people who I see really liking this. This is, if I have to choose top 5 fragrances for life, Longcha would be part of it. That's just it. And the last one for today, the very last one today, is Dama Bianca from Casa Moratti Zerjov. I mean, look, I've honestly stopped using this one too, like frequently like I used to, because I don't want it to also finish. They are very expensive. They are very expensive, and I can't, if I know when this is done, I'm not getting another one because it's too feminine for me. If Quiet Luxury was a perfume, is that what they call it? Quiet Luxury. Yeah, this is what it would be. This is what it would be. Old money, rich, generational wealth, something. This is what their women wear. Their matriarch, this is what she's going to wear. This is very soft. This is very feminine. This is very pretty. Honestly, sometimes when I wear it, I feel like I don't deserve to wear this because I'm not that feminine. I'm really not a feminine kind of person. And this fragrance is just like opposite of that. It's super feminine, but it's fresh. It's so good for the hot weather. If you're in a very hot weather and you are going for like, you are dressed up like in your dress, in your high heels and stuff like that, you can wear this. This is also very appropriate for workplace if you don't mind wearing this to work, because like I said, it's expensive. Then you can wear this. This is like the most feminine fragrance in my collection. Yeah, it's the most feminine fragrance. And I like it. I mean, it's not like my love, but then I like that I have it in my collection, because if I need that kind of vibe, the feminine, something like that, I'll pick it up. And also, I think this would be perfect for date night too. If you are going on a date with your boo, you want something intimate, you don't want a fragrance that will smell loud and all that for everyone to smell, because this doesn't project like that. It doesn't fill up the room and all that, no. But when the person is closer to you, they can smell this, and it's very intimate. It's very intimate. And this have a note called kumquat. It's a fruit, kind of citrusy. It's not a citrus fruit, but like it has that tangy, tart kind of taste, not too strong, but like just a little, and that adds to the very tangy taste this has, like that kind of a bit citrusy taste this has. And at the end of the day, you would see that this is smelling a bit vanilla-ish. Yeah, So you pick up that very soft, subtle, powdery vanilla notes at the, like, not even at the end of the day, but like after like 4 hours ish there, you'll be picking that up. Yeah, that's it. It smells a bit citrusy at the beginning, but very soft. Everything about this is soft, is delicate, no rush, no gra. No. If you want something very feminine and all that, Dama Bianca, that's where it is at. So we are done with the video. Thanks for watching. Let me know in the comment section, which fragrances do you like when the weather is super hot? You know, when the weather is like crazily hot and you just want something that's, you know, fresh, that's not too much. Which fragrances do you wear? Let me know in the comment section. Okay, thank you so much for watching, and don't forget to subscribe and like this video. Bye.